Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. So I am in my workout clothes like always, but that is because I'm ready to kill my workout, which I will do around noon. I've been doing my workouts at noon because there's a new thing that they're doing on my online streaming of fitness. Hi, Deborah. That they're live workouts. So, and they're in California, so it's 9 a.m. their time. So I have to wait till noon. So I've revamped my entire schedule to make sure I get my workouts done at 12 o'clock. So I'm actually liking that because I have all my girl boss work done before then. I usually have some of my full-time job mom work done before then, but as we know, that's a full-time job. That is like that's like a double full-time job or a full-time job with overtime. So that job's kind of never done. But so, I usually have all my things done before my workout. So after my workout, it's kind of like me time. So I'm really liking the 12 o'clock workouts. I never thought I would, but I love how things happen for a reason. And, that was kind of like thrown in my path for me to change it and then to find out that I liked it. So whatever, I go for everything happens for a reason. So I got some new things on today. So I got this made by a friend of mine here on Facebook. And it says create your reality. It's kind of hard to read it, but it's create your reality, which is something that I firmly live by. Create that life you don't have to escape, basically. And then I have my new cup, my Drinker Bell cup. I know this is more for wine or my moonshine mixes that I make, but I got my liquid gold in here. I got my superfoods in there this morning. I had to use my new glass. It came yesterday. When something new comes. But I wanted a necklace to wear on a daily. And then this is also a necklace that if I want to add a longer one to it, I can. But I wanted something that had meaning. And this actually has the meaning of the matching tattoo that my daughter and I will get in 2 years. Told her when she turns 18, I will take her to get her very first tattoo, and she wanted to do a matching one. So I did lots of research because I wanted something that was meaningful. And this is something that I tried to teach them. So I wanted to get it on a necklace, and we're going to get that as a tattoo. So anyways, totally digress. I hope everybody's going to have a fantastic Friday because it is whatever you make it. Hi, Debbie. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today was how your day is or how your day is going to be completely depends on how you start that day. I'm telling you, it's all in how you start the day. I've had those moments where my day starts with me complaining that I don't want to get out of bed or me being lazy or whatever it may be. And my whole day ends up being kind of crappy. Or if you wake up in a bad mood, or if you wake up and something yucky happens first thing in the morning, do you realize that follows you for your whole day? So I wanted to give you a little insight about how to start your day on track to where you're going to help yourself have a fantastic day every day. Are things going to happen? Yes. Are there going to be hiccups? Absolutely. But when you start your day off right, those hiccups are easier to deal with. Those obstacles are easier to overcome and just jump over because your mindset is in the right place. So one thing I learned that having your mindset in the right place completely helps you deal with the normal day-to-day crappy life stuff that happens when we just say, oh, life just happened. Having the right mindset really helps you deal with those things that just happen. So for me, I've done a little bit of tweaking with my mornings, and I found that it has really, really helped. I mean, I always dive into my personal development, which normally I do before I go live, but today I let myself sleep a little bit longer because there's no school. So I didn't have to get the kids up at a certain time and get them their breakfast. They're actually both still sleeping. They don't have to leave here for a couple hours before going to their father's house. So I'm just going to let them sleep until they have to go. So my routine was a little different. I'm actually going to dive into reading a little bit of my book about living without self-doubt when I'm done with this. But I have stopped going right onto social media when I first get up. or just getting into my phone and starting to get stuff done. I want to fill my body and fill my soul and fill my mind with positivity. So I did read a little bit into my Godwink book that I've been reading, that I told you guys about yesterday, that I'm not very I've never really read religious books, but this book just has me. I really, really like it. It's more about coincidences and how those coincidences are God speaking to you. So I really, really like it. It's crazy how Alex found me on Facebook, and we had a mutual friend, and, it's just coincidence that he happened to go on Facebook the day that Facebook changed the way that they showed people's pictures, when it really wasn't. It was like God answering my prayer of me finding that perfect person for me. So I wanted to start my day more with that stuff, positivity, emptying out any negativity that might be there and only letting in the positive. So for me, it's best that I don't grab my phone right away. Don't go right into answering text messages or anything like that. I kind of just leave my phone plugged in and give myself a little time with my book. But it's all on how you start your day and what's good for you. Affirmations are a great way to start your day because it's not going to take any extra time. You can do affirmations while you're taking a pee on the toilet. You can do affirmations while you're brushing your teeth, while you're taking a shower, while you're getting dressed, while you're doing your makeup. And affirmations don't have to be crazy, they don't have to be long, and there doesn't have to be a lot of them. You legit can do affirmations in about 2 minutes. Affirmations are something like, I am going to have an amazing day. I am a great person. I am a loyal person. I am a good mom. I'm going to learn something new today. An affirmation I do is I'm going to help somebody take that first step on their journey today. That's another one that I do. So look at that. Not even a minute, and I just spit out 6 different affirmations for my day. So I like to do affirmations. I like to let myself know I'm going to get through all of my stuff today. I'm going to be done with my work by 11 because that's what I do. I'm a part-time girl boss. So I don't work at it in full-time hours. So I try to get it done in about a 2-hour time frame during the day, just straight focused for 2 hours. That doesn't mean I don't dip into pockets and answer messages throughout the day. But just focus sitting down work like as if I'm at my job. I try to only do a couple hours because it's part-time. I still have to do laundry, dishes, take care of the dogs, take care of the house, clean the house. So, my full-time job comes first. But it's all in doing those specific things for yourself in the morning, something for you, even if you have to get up a little earlier to do it. Another thing I do for me is my workout, which used to be first thing in the morning. And then I asked myself why I was getting up so early to work out when I make my own hours. And it's just because I was used to that routine because I was riding the truck with Alex. But I'm no longer on the truck with him anymore, so now I do it at 12. Which I love. Ooh, I have a superfood mustache. Which I love doing it at 12 now because it's like I have that me time first thing in the morning. And then I go live with you guys and I dive into my work. Well, then I do my mom hat normally if the kids are here and they have to go to school. And then I get into my work and then I have another me time, which is my workout. So you really need to figure out what is going to bring you up, what is going to lift you up. You don't necessarily have to read a book either. What about diving into an audiobook? A positivity audiobook. There's some books about affirmations that will help you learn how to set affirmations for yourself. They will give you a list of affirmations that you can choose from, which I think is fantastic. I actually read that book right when I was starting to learn about affirmations and I really didn't 100% understand them. I listened to that book and made a whole list of different affirmations that I could pick from. So it's not the same affirmations every day. I didn't want it to be redundant. So you have to make sure that you are filling your cup. I just want to run through what my day looks like in the morning. I get up, my alarm goes off, I go into the bathroom to turn it off. That's usually about 5:30. While I'm brushing my teeth, putting on my workout clothes, and getting myself ready for the day, I'm doing different affirmations, like I just spoke to you guys about. I take care of the dogs, and then I sit down with my Godwink book for a little bit. Then I'll dive into just like looking at the notifications on my social media once I'm done with my Godwink book. Hey, Terry, I'll look through my social media because if you guys have questions, I want to answer them. Or if you guys responded to one of my posts or tagged me in a post, like one of my besties, Jen, tagged me in the post for this cup because you guys know me so well that I love Tinkerbell. So I look into those notifications and I check in with my groups because I have a lot of people in my groups that are early risers and they get up early to do their workouts. So I want to make sure they have some motivation first thing in the morning. Once I'm done doing that, it's time for me to make my superfood liquid gold and sit down with my book. So I'm usually done with that, at about 7:30 when I go live with you guys. But in between, when I'm checking in with my challengers, Kayla's usually up and ready for breakfast. I make her breakfast, we chat a little bit in the morning, and then she leaves and I make my shake. Then I go live with you guys. I have a little bit more time, so what I'll do is I'll look at my messages, my unread messages on Facebook. I look at my emails and my messages on Instagram. Because I get a lot of messages of people ready to join my next group. They have questions about what I do, some interested in joining the business. So I answer those messages. So I basically am like, I clean everything out. I start my day with a clean slate, basically. And then it's time for me to get my son up. So I get him up, have my time with him, which fills my cup. And then I take him to school. I come home and I sit my butt right in this chair for 2 straight hours, sometimes longer, but I make sure I focus for the 2 straight hours and get my work done. I have, a follow-up system I use to make sure nobody falls through the cracks of people I promised I would follow up. I send out my orders of people that are ready to get started and take their first step. I mail out my free gifts. I mail out my new coaching gifts. I get all of that done. And then when I'm done, I usually will take a little bit of another break. Sometimes I have a coaching call. So I'll do a coaching call with one of my coaches and I'll walk them into it. But if you see how when my day started, why I have such great days, because I filled my cup with my Godwink book and my affirmations. And then I did a little bit of helping you guys and answering your messages. And then from there, I had my time with my daughter, which fills my cup. And then from there, I sat down with one of my personal development books, other than my Godwink, because I'm not even using that as my personal development time. But then I sat down with one of my books and read one of my books. And that's where I get my puppy love and I get to feed my mind and my soul. And all the dogs are laying with me. And then it's time for me to be with my son. And then it's time for me to be with you guys. And then I do what I have to do for the rest of my day. So my day starts with me constantly filling my cup. I might fill my cup, drain it a little, fill my cup, drain it a little. That's what it's all about. So picture your heart as a cup, okay? Here's your heart. If you keep doing, every time you do for others, it goes like this. And it's getting less full and less full and less full. And you don't want it to get all the way down here, because down here, this section is where you feel burnt out. You feel overwhelmed. You feel not appreciated. You feel all those negative thoughts and emotions. So you don't want it to go past this line. So you constantly have to be doing things to fill your cup. Time with your kids, time with your spouse, time for yourself, time to get your nails done, whatever it may be. Hey, Amy, look at my new cup. So you're constantly filling up your cup, right? So then if you do something for someone, your cup goes down a little bit, but you never empty it, because then you do something for yourself. It's all about the balance. So what you want to do is you want to start your day overflowing the crap out of this cup. You want shit just coming out everywhere. Well, not literally shit, but you know what I'm talking about. You just want things to overflow. Because then, if you're overflowing, you'll never empty that cup. You'll never empty it. So it's all about knowing things to do that will fill this cup and make you feel fulfilled, make you feel alive, make you feel excited and happy for the day. So I had a hard time with this at first, because I'm like, I don't know what I do for me or things that I can do that would make me happy. So I started just like making a list of things that seemed fun, or things that I wanted to do, or things that I like to do. Like, I love going to the beach. I love to color, as funny as that may sound. I love to go for walks outside. I love laying out in the sun. So I made a list of things that I like to do for me. And then I got this new planner to where I can break down my day based off of BB, obviously is my Beachbody coaching business. And then so it's my BB time, my me time, my time with my daughter, my time with my son, my time with my husband, family time, and then the time for my team. So I get to break it down, color coded for the day, so I can actually make sure I'm not emptying my cup. I could see it. I'm a visual person, so I can see it. Okay, how many calls am I doing on Monday, and how much me time and time in my own business? Like, is that a good balance, or am I going to feel drained when I'm done doing those coaching calls? So I feel like it's a great way for me to make sure I'm not draining myself out, and I have that awesome balance. And then it reminds me that I'm getting that time that I want with my daughter, the time that I want with my son, the time as a family, and then the time with my husband, because it's important to still date your spouse. So these are ways and things that I do to help fill my cup. And I got this at Target, I want to say for like $5 maybe. So I absolutely love it. And it has helped me so much with doing things that way. And then doing my workout at noon. So just making that one shift in my schedule has totally helped me be able to fill my cup a little bit more in the mornings to make me feel a lot more like accomplished in the day. Like by the time I get back at 9 o'clock to start working on my part-time business, I feel accomplished already. And it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I feel accomplished. I feel fulfilled. So it's all about how you start your day. It is all about the steps you take at the beginning of your day that make all the difference in the world. I promise you, it makes a difference. And yes, I'm not saying that if you do this, nothing bad's going to happen, because that's not true. I can't control that. You can't control that. But what we can control is the way that we approach what happens poorly and the way that we work through it, which I've noticed a big difference in myself with the way that I work through the hard times because of these changes. So that's all I have for you guys of sharing on how to start your day off right and the things that I've learned. It's such a big difference. You know, before my feet hit the ground, I tell myself this day is gonna freaking kick ass. And that's what happens. You know, this excitement is throughout the day. There are days I feel much better today than I did yesterday, but I had a little tummy thing going on the past couple days. So there are days that things are going to be a little bit different. But the mindset is big, and it really comes from a lot of personal development. So I do have a call to action for you today, like I always do. And my call to action today is I want you to try this tonight before you go to bed. If you have something to get up for tomorrow, like if you set your alarm every day, my alarm is set every day. During the week, it's to get up and get my day going. On the weekends, it's to get up, get my day going, and be ready to do my team call with my Get Fit Crew team. And then on Sundays, it's to get up and go for a run. So my alarm is always set. So I want you to try making this one change and putting your alarm clock somewhere that you have to get out of bed and walk to it to turn it off. So like Alex is in my phone, because those are our alarm clocks. Our phones go in the bathroom at night, which has made a big difference on my sleep as well, because I'm not sleeping with my phone right next to me. I'm not hearing the notifications go off. You know, if somebody texts me, it's not waking me up. I'm getting a sound sleep because my phone is far away from me. Plus, putting it in the bathroom before I go to bed has helped me not look at it right before sleep. And they do say that successful people do not sleep with their phones. Their phones are not the first thing on their mind. You know, the first 2 hours of your day is where your mind is the sharpest. So you got to take advantage of those first 2 hours and really absorb some good things to change your mindset and become a better person. So my call to action to you is to take your alarm clock. If it's your phone, take your phone and put it into a different room to where you're going to have to get your butt out of bed to turn it off, because once you're out of bed, you're not going to go back. My husband has done it every day this week, and he is one that will snooze his phone for an hour. An hour. I'm not even exaggerating. He will snooze his phone for an hour. Hi, Thomas. How are you? Good morning. So he got up every day this week when his alarm went off, did not go back to bed, and he got his workout done. He's doing a lifting program right now with our online streaming. Cardio days he runs because he doesn't like the cardio that they do in the program. So he just goes for like a 4 or 5 mile run, which is probably more cardio than he would get in the program because it's not that long of a cardio. So try that. It has worked for him all week. Today, he wanted to do his workout when he came home, so he set his alarm for a different time, but he still got up when that alarm went off without hitting snooze. That is a big deal and a big accomplishment. So I want you guys to try that, and I would love to know how that works for you. And if you have any tips on how you start your day that helps your day, hey Aim, that helps your day, look at my cup, that helps your day start off amazing, I would love for you to share that with me because I always like to try new tips that I get from other people and I like to try them out. So have a fabulous Friday and go out there and make it a killer day because you are the only one that can control how amazing your day truly is. Have a good day, guys. Bye.